Are you ready to explore some of the creepiest abandoned places with dark and mysterious pasts? We take you around the world to uncover ghost towns and forsaken sites left to decay, each holding secrets and eerie histories that still haunt today. From Nara Dreamland in Japan to the chilling Pripyat, Ukraine, the site of the Chernobyl disaster, these locations are steeped in tragedy, mystery, and legend. You'll see places overtaken by nature, buildings crumbling in eerie silence, and personal items left behind in haste, each adding to the haunting allure of these sites. Join us as we uncover the top 10 places people have been forbidden from entering for 100 years, and the reason is chilling. Number 1. Nara Dreamland. Prepare for a haunting adventure as we explore one of the world's creepiest abandoned places with a dark past, Nara Dreamland in Japan. Once a bustling amusement park, Nara Dreamland was built in 1961 as Japan's answer to Disneyland, designed to give visitors a magical experience with rides, roller coasters, and fantasy-filled streets. But now, decades later, this eerie park is a ghostly shadow of its former self, filled with rusting rides, silent attractions, and an air of mystery that chills anyone who steps inside. When you wander through the decaying park today, it's hard to believe it was once full of laughter and excitement. In its prime, Nara Dreamland was a popular attraction for locals and tourists alike, but competition from the real Tokyo Disneyland, which opened in 1983, caused its popularity to decline rapidly. Over time, fewer and fewer visitors came, and eventually, the park closed its gates in 2006. Today, Nara Dreamland is an overgrown wasteland, littered with broken-down roller coasters, faded decorations, and remnants of a forgotten era. The park's most haunting feature might be its large, rusted roller coasters and empty Ferris wheel, standing eerily silent against the skyline. Nature has slowly crept back in, with vines and weeds overtaking the pathways and attractions, giving the park an unsettling, ghostly feel. Urban explorers who have dared to enter report feeling an overwhelming sense of abandonment and mystery, as if the ghosts of past visitors still linger in the air. Despite its eerie vibes, Nara Dreamland has become a magnet for thrill seekers, photographers, and urban explorers. Many risk trespassing for a glimpse of its creepy, decaying beauty, hoping to capture the haunting atmosphere on camera. Number 2. Kalmanskap. We are stepping into the hauntingly beautiful desert ghost town of Kalmanskap, Namibia, an abandoned place with a dark and mysterious past. Once a bustling diamond mining town in the early 1900s, Kalmanskap thrived when diamonds were discovered nearby, drawing fortune seekers and families to this remote region in southern Namibia. But today, the once flourishing town is eerily empty, with its former homes, grand buildings, and even a theater now half buried in the relentless desert sands. At its peak, Kalmanskap had it all: a hospital, ballroom, power station, and even the first X-ray machine in the southern hemisphere. Luxury homes and lavish lifestyles filled the town as its residents enjoyed the riches of the diamond boom. But as the diamonds became harder to find, the town's appeal faded. By the 1950s, the residents had moved on, leaving behind their homes and belongings to be reclaimed by the desert. Now, Kalmanskap stands frozen in time, slowly disappearing beneath towering dunes. Walking through Kalmanskap today feels like stepping into a surreal movie set. Sand has taken over the interiors of these once grand buildings, spilling through windows and doorways, burying the floors, and creating an otherworldly atmosphere. The buildings are in varying states of decay, with cracked walls and sagging roofs, yet the remnants of its opulent past are still visible. Photos and relics from that era hint at the lives that once thrived here. Lives now long gone, leaving only ghostly echoes. What makes Kalmanskap even more intriguing is its reputation as a haunted location. Many visitors report a sense of unease as they wander through the sand-filled rooms, and some claim to have seen ghostly apparitions of former residents. If you're enjoying this video, don't forget to smash that like button. It really helps us out, and we'd love to hear from you. So drop a comment below. Number 3. Fort Ord. We are uncovering one of America's eeriest abandoned sites with a dark history, Fort Ord in California, USA. Once a bustling military base, Fort Ord played a crucial role in American history as a training ground for soldiers from World War I through the early 1990s. Now, with its barracks, mess halls, and training fields left to decay, Fort Ord is a ghostly reminder of its intense, sometimes mysterious past. Walking through it, you're met with rusted barbed wire, crumbling structures, and graffiti-marked walls, all contributing to an unsettling atmosphere that feels frozen in time. Originally established in 1917, Fort Ord's strategic coastal location made it a key military site for over 70 years. Thousands of soldiers trained here, honing their combat skills before heading off to major global conflicts, including World War II and the Vietnam War. However, after the base officially closed in 1994, the once thriving military site was abandoned, leaving behind vast empty barracks, eerie classrooms, and once busy mess halls now gathering dust and debris. Time has taken a toll on the buildings, and nature has started to reclaim the area, with plants creeping into structures and wildlife wandering freely among the ruins. But what really gives Fort Ord its creepy edge is the lingering aura of its wartime past. The base is rumored to be haunted by spirits of soldiers who trained and even lost their lives here, as well as other mysterious presences. Ghost hunters and paranormal enthusiasts have reported eerie sightings, mysterious shadows, and the faint sound of footsteps echoing through the abandoned halls. These reports make Fort Ord a popular destination for ghost hunters and urban explorers drawn to its spine-chilling atmosphere. Today, part of the Fort Ord site has been repurposed as a national monument and recreational area, but many of its abandoned buildings remain closed off and undisturbed. Number 4. Villa Epican. Step into the eerie remains of Villa Epican, Argentina, an abandoned town with a haunting past that draws thrill-seekers and history lovers alike. Once a thriving lakeside resort, Villa Epican offered visitors stunning landscapes and mineral-rich waters, known for their therapeutic properties. In the mid-20th century, thousands of tourists flocked to this scenic town to relax and rejuvenate. But in 1985, an unexpected natural disaster left Villa Epican in ruins. A powerful storm broke the dam protecting the town from Lake Epican, leading to a massive flood that submerged the entire town under 30 feet of water, forcing all residents to evacuate and leaving behind an eerie, waterlogged ghost town. For nearly 25 years, Villa Epican sat submerged, with the corrosive waters transforming its buildings into haunting, skeletal remnants. In 2009, the waters began to recede, revealing a town frozen in time, as if it were the set of a post-apocalyptic movie. Buildings now stand cracked and crumbling, twisted metal pokes out from the rubble, and salt-covered trees remain rooted in place, like ghostly sentinels watching over the lost town. Exploring Villa Epican feels like walking through a surreal landscape of destruction and decay, where once bustling hotels, homes, and shops stand deserted. The ghost town has gained a reputation as one of the world's creepiest abandoned places, and tales of its tragic past only add to its haunting allure. Visitors often describe an eerie silence that hangs in the air, a reminder of the life and laughter that once filled the streets. The haunting beauty and tragic story of Villa Epican draw in photographers, adventurers, and paranormal enthusiasts from all over the world. Number 5. Krakow. Let's continue our journey to Krakow, Italy, one of the world's most hauntingly beautiful and mysterious ghost towns. Perched on a hilltop in the Basilicata region, Krakow is an ancient village with origins dating back to the 8th century. The town's medieval towers, stone buildings, and narrow streets make it look like something straight out of a dark fairy tale. But Krakow's charm hides a tragic past, a series of devastating events that forced residents to abandon their home, leaving behind an eerie, silent village that now stands as a testament to time and resilience. Krakow was once a thriving town, rich in culture and history. Its strategic location made it a protective fortress, and it was home to over 1,000 residents. But in the 20th century, nature turned against Krakow. Frequent landslides, due to the unstable clay-rich soil, began tearing the town apart, making it increasingly dangerous to live there. Floods followed, worsening the destruction, and then, in 1980, a devastating earthquake struck, sealing Krakow's fate. In the face of such relentless disasters, the remaining inhabitants were forced to evacuate, leaving behind their homes, possessions, and memories. The atmosphere is surreal, as if the ghosts of Krakow's past still wander its stone pathways. The dramatic, skeletal remains of the town create an unforgettable experience for photographers, history buffs, and thrill seekers alike. But Krakow's ghostly allure doesn't end there. Many believe that the town is haunted by the spirits of its former residents, who once lived and loved in this now desolate landscape. Its haunting beauty has also captured Hollywood's attention, with movies like The Passion of the Christ and Quantum of Solace using Krakow's abandoned streets as a striking backdrop. Number 6. Island of the Dolls. We are entering one of the eeriest, most bone-chilling sights on Earth, the Island of the Dolls in Mexico. Located deep in the Xochimilco canals near Mexico City, this island is unlike any other. Covered in hundreds of weathered, decaying dolls hanging from trees and buildings, the Island of the Dolls feels like it came straight out of a horror movie. Its dark origin story and haunting appearance have made it a global curiosity and a must-visit for thrill seekers and paranormal enthusiasts alike. The unsettling story of the Island of the Dolls begins with a man named Don Julian Santana Barrera, who lived as the island's caretaker in the 1950s. According to legend, one day, he discovered the body of a young girl who had drowned in the canal. Soon after, he found a doll floating in the water, and to honor her spirit, he hung it on a tree. But the story doesn't end there. Don Julian felt haunted by the spirit of the girl, and to appease her restless soul, he began collecting and hanging dolls he found, often in eerie states of disrepair, all over the island. As the years passed, the island became a bizarre shrine with dolls hanging from trees, many with missing limbs, empty eyes, and broken faces. Visitors to the Island of the Dolls have described a chilling atmosphere, as if the dolls are silently watching them, with some even claiming to hear whispers or see the dolls' eyes following their movements. The dark allure of the island has drawn countless visitors, each captivated by its creepy appearance and the legend of Don Julian, who continued to add dolls for over 50 years until his death in 2001. His body reportedly found in the same spot where he found the young girl. Today, the Island of the Dolls stands as both a memorial and an attraction, with people leaving new dolls to add to the island's eerie charm. Number 7. Sanji UFO Houses. This is a journey to a place that feels like it's straight out of a sci-fi thriller. The Sanji UFO Houses in Taiwan. Located on Taiwan's northern coast, this bizarre cluster of abandoned pod-shaped buildings, nicknamed the UFO Houses for their futuristic design, has attracted curious adventurers, urban explorers, and ghost story fans alike. Once envisioned as a luxury resort for the rich, the eerie remains of this project now stand empty, covered in moss, and wrapped in mystery, giving visitors an unshakable sense of something haunted in the air. The story behind Sanji's ghostly complex dates back to the 1970s, when Taiwan was booming economically and developers wanted to create a one-of-a-kind resort by the sea. These UFO-style pods, resembling flying saucers with their round, bright colors and bubble windows, were intended to draw in wealthy tourists and offer a cutting-edge vacation experience. However, from the very beginning, the construction site was plagued with bad luck. There were frequent construction accidents, many of which resulted in worker fatalities. According to local lore, it's believed these tragic deaths cast a dark cloud over the project, and some say the spirits of the workers still linger in the abandoned pods. Despite the initial excitement, the Sanji UFO Houses never opened to the public. Financial troubles, the mysterious deaths, and a host of construction issues caused the project to be completely abandoned in the early 1980s. Since then, the strange structures have been left to decay, with broken windows, collapsing walls, and plants creeping in, adding to the ominous vibe. Over the years, rumors about the haunted nature of the site grew, with locals reporting eerie sounds and the feeling of being watched. Number 8. Devil's Mountain. Venture into the heart of Germany to explore one of Europe's eeriest abandoned sites, Teufelsberg, or Devil's Mountain. a place wrapped in layers of mystery, history, and spine-chilling tales. Located just outside Berlin, this man-made hill has a dark past that goes far beyond its strange name. Built atop the ruins of a Nazi military college that was too fortified to be demolished, Teufelsberg is actually made from the rubble of World War II, piled up to form an artificial hill after the war. With so much of Berlin in ruins, the city gathered debris to form this structure, giving Teufelsberg an ominous history before it even became a mountain. But the creepiness doesn't end there. During the Cold War, the U.S. National Security Agency, NSA, built a listening station at the summit of Teufelsberg to eavesdrop on Soviet communications. This facility, with its distinctive, towering radar domes, became a hub for covert surveillance, and many believe that it was the site of top-secret activities shrouded in mystery. These tall, eerie structures, decaying and empty, are said to still echo with the whispers of secret operations, intensifying the creepy vibe that surrounds the area. Since the NSA abandoned the site in the early 1990s after the fall of the Berlin Wall, Teufelsberg has transformed into a haunting yet fascinating destination for urban explorers and thrill seekers. The site is covered in vibrant graffiti that splashes color onto the peeling, gray walls, making it both an artistic wonder and a haunting reminder of its dark past. Number 9. Pripyat. Once a bustling city in Ukraine with around 50,000 residents, Pripyat was forever frozen in time in April 1986, when it became ground zero for one of the most catastrophic nuclear disasters in history, the Chernobyl disaster. This eerie ghost town, untouched and abandoned for over 30 years, offers a haunting glimpse into a place where life stopped in an instant, capturing a chilling snapshot of existence before disaster struck. Pripyat was built to serve the nearby Chernobyl nuclear power plant and was considered a model Soviet city, complete with modern amenities, schools, and even an amusement park. But just days before the Ferris wheel was set to start spinning, reactor number 4 exploded, releasing deadly radioactive particles into the atmosphere and prompting an immediate evacuation. Residents left in such a hurry that personal belongings, school books, and toys still lie scattered around, as if people vanished overnight. This eerie preservation gives visitors a haunting view of a city locked in time. The landmarks of Pripyat have become iconic images of the disaster. The skeletal remains of the amusement park, with its rusted Ferris wheel and decaying bumper cars, are both eerie and fascinating, symbolizing lost innocence and abrupt tragedy. The city's empty schools, where children's toys and books are strewn across floors, serve as reminders of lives left behind. Buildings throughout Pripyat are frozen in decay, with collapsing ceilings and walls covered in peeling paint. Meanwhile, nature has slowly started reclaiming the city, with trees and plants growing through cracks in the asphalt, creating a surreal contrast between human abandonment and nature's persistence. Number 10. Vosa. Welcome to Vosa, Cyprus, one of the creepiest abandoned places in the world with a chilling and complex past. Once a glamorous beachfront resort town and a hotspot for celebrities in the 1960s and early 1970s, Vosa was a luxurious playground on the Mediterranean coast. People flocked here for its pristine beaches, high-end hotels, and vibrant nightlife. But everything changed in 1974 when political turmoil and conflict between Greece and Turkey reached their peak, leading to the invasion of Cyprus by Turkish forces. Residents of Vosa fled in panic, leaving behind homes, businesses, and memories. Since then, this once thriving town has been frozen in time, an eerie ghost town shrouded in mystery and controversy. Over the last 40 years, Vosa has remained deserted, untouched, and largely off-limits, surrounded by barbed wire and guarded by Turkish military forces. Its empty hotels, shops, and homes stand in silent decay, with crumbling facades, broken windows, and vegetation slowly overtaking the buildings. Streets that were once bustling with tourists and locals now lie eerily silent, a haunting reminder of the thriving community that was abruptly abandoned. This haunting landscape offers visitors a glimpse into a world suspended in the past, but visiting has been extremely restricted, adding to the intrigue of what remains hidden in this ghost town. Recently, the political situation in Cyprus Cyprus has shifted and limited access to Varosha was permitted, reigniting interest and curiosity worldwide. As people carefully explore the crumbling buildings and streets, they see furniture and personal items left exactly as they were decades ago, evoking a sense of eerie nostalgia and frozen history. This place is a symbol of lost dreams and unfulfilled potential, an urban time capsule revealing a past abruptly halted.